What up? Elden Ring video. So, as a mage, most mage builds are going to have low endurance, which means we're going to have a lower equipment load. Now, there is a way that we can increase this for a short amount of time where we can actually have on the heaviest armor in the game and still have a light load. Now, this is only going to last for 3 minutes, but if you know you're going into like a certain boss fight and you want to have better armor on, but you still want to have that light load roll and not the fat roll, then all you got to do is do this right here. And you're also going to increase your damage negation as well. So I'm going to show you 2-in-1 trick right here, and then I'll show you where you can grab the one mixed wondrous physic tier. The first one right here I'm going to show you is the Opaline hard tier. Now, this is going to temporarily boost all damage negation in your physic flask when you drink it. But the important one is the winged crystal tier. This one right here is going to temporarily reduce equipment load. But the thing about it is it increases like your carry weight by 4.5, like times 4.5. So if you had 100 equipment load, you would have 450. If you had 10, you would have 45, just as a quick example. Now, to get this winged crystal tier, you're going to have access, you're going to need to have access to the Altus Plateau. It's going to be right here. This is the Lindell Royal Capital. And you're going to come up here to the Hermit Merchant Shack. Now, when you're at this shack right here, all you got to do is just go follow this road, and you will see a little white bowl surrounded by enemies guarding it, and you'll see the little white beam lit up or whatever. All you got to do is just ride by, grab it, or you can fight the enemies off, and then you will have access to that hard tier. What was it called? That crystal, or I can't even remember the name of it. Winged crystal tier, and then the Opaline hard tier. Anyway, the winged crystal tier is the most important one. You can use whatever you want for the other, potion in your flask, whatever. I just like to use that opal hard tier just to have that damage negation. But let me give you an example right here. So I'm going to come in here to my status. And as you can see right now, heavy load. I have the heaviest armor that I own, which is the Veteran's Armor, weighs 58.6, and my max equipment load is 64. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and drink the flask. And I'm just going to show you I'm light rolling. I'm not fat rolling. You see it was just heavy load. And then when I come in here to status, you can see now my equipment load is still 58.6, but my max is 288.2. And that's whatever, 64 whatever times 4.5 gives you 288.2. So it only lasts 3 minutes, so it's a short time. So if you have a certain boss where you want to have better armor, better immunity, robustness, focus, vitality, etc. You want to increase all your defense and damage negation. It's a tactic right here where you can have better armor on that's going to give you better resistance, better damage negation for a short period of time. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. I find this really helpful, like I said, for mages because we don't put a lot of points into endurance, which would increase the equipment load. But it's a good way for 3 minutes to have some good armor on to go into either like a PvP or maybe like certain bosses that are short fights. I wouldn't say like someone like Milena, who's going to be like a longer boss fight, but some of the other ones that you can defeat in like 2 or 3 minutes. This is a very good tactic for that. I'm out. Peace.